What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Master Drum Whiskey Room on a very, very special Wednesday night live stream here in the Whiskey Room. I just went like full on radio voice. What did I live stream here in the Whiskey Room? Everybody, welcome in. Have a seat. I'm only kidding. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. We have some really cool bottles to try tonight. First impressions. Love doing these on Wednesday nights. Some first time impressions of some bottles, including the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B525. It's the oldest age statement we've seen since 2023 at 11 years and change. Will it make a difference? We don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. What's going on, guys? That's right. Go Knicks. I got my Knicks swag on, ready to go tonight. You guys are gonna have to keep me posted. I know it's almost halftime, so give me a little bit of a break here. For all the I was watching the first quarter and I was freaking out already. Knicks and Pacers were shooting off the charts, and the Pacers wouldn't miss, and I'm like, this isn't gonna be good. So, but yeah, welcome in, guys. If you're not, or if you haven't yet, please like the video as you're coming in. If it's your first time here, subscribe to the channel. We are at 98.9 subscribers, close to that 99,000 mark. So we are, it's climbing fast. We're getting there, guys. So, thanks for all the support. Thanks for coming in tonight. It's going to be a fun night. Like I said, I'm just starting off easy peasy tonight. A little Elmer T. Lee in the glass. I found, again, when I was cleaning out my whiskey room, came across some bottles that were like, almost empty. And I'm like, I'll just pour this tonight. Why not? Little Elmer. Nice little solid 90 proof bourbon. Get the palate lit up tonight. Thanks so much, Brad Tanica. Say hi to Velveeta for me. Bourbon Retrievers here, 100K. Here we come. Yeah, we're getting close. Okay, let me get to the top here. Say hi to some folks before we get started here tonight. We already have 234 watching, 234 eyes on the prize. Thank you guys so much again for coming in. Okay, Nathan Jurgensen is here. He's got the Corbin Cash take pick in the Glen. Man, those Corbin Cash picks are bringing it, man. Love it. Hope this ECBP brings back some excitement to the line. 96 milli, man. I could not agree with you more. Thanks for joining in tonight. Jason Cruitt, what is going on, buddy? We got Chase Simmons. Interested to see what he says about B525. I picked it up yesterday and I tried it. Fruit forward for an EC. Sweet oak, I think it drinks above its age. Backup word. Oh, Chase Simmons giving it the backup. So if you're saying fruit forward for an EC, that automatically for me makes it that I kind of wish I didn't read that because now I'm a little excited to try it. But we'll see what happens here. All right, Adam Hess is here. What's going on? Sandeep Chima, Justin Jenkins is here. Michael Speakerman. He's sipping on the Master Journey CC rye pick. Root beer candy for days. Absolutely. And Michael, as that thing opens up, you'll start getting a little bit of like a raspberry in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful whiskey. Warren Smith is in the house. We got Isaac Camacho. Abrod is here. Russ L. The Bourbon Coach is in the house. We got Dr. Sped is here. He's got Little Book 9 in the glass. Let's see. Ari Hughes is here. Received a bottle of the 2024 Widow Jane Decadence Bottle 91 Batch 16. Should I crack it? I'm trying to remember if the Decadence, if I remember, got pretty good reviews. People said it was pretty sweet. I had the Vaults, the last one I bought, and I wasn't a big fan. Decadence, I wish I could help you, Ari. Maybe somebody in the chat could help you with that one. Ben Singer is here, says Lego. All right, we're here. Dustin Bosak is here. James Lay, Lighted Up Pork Chop. We are here. Tim Cornet is here. We got Jeff Perkins. Rare Breed is here. We got Josh Fritz. What's up, Fritzy? Truman is here. Rare Breed says, cheers, Whiskey Fam. Whiskey Fam. I like it. What's up, Whiskey Fam? Robert W is here. JG in the house. Eric Sawyer, former and past Blendigeddon champion. That's right. He is in the chat, guys. Say hi to Eric Sawyer. He is here. Jeffrey Jankovic is here. Ben Drammond in the house. John Whiskey is here. Mash it yourself, says JG. Maurizio Pastanis is here. What's going on, Maurizio? Nice to see you, man. We got Mark Thorpe is here. Let's see. Kenneth Clark. Phil. Simply Phil is here. Paul P. We got Lake City Barbecue. I could go for some barbecue right now. Lake City Barbecue. We're going to fire me up some brisket, man. Let's go. Michael Horak is here. What is going on? Let's see. Tony C. What's up, Tony? J to the low is here. We got Christian Manguya. Manguia. Oh, Manguia. 8th time's a charm. Christian Manguia. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. 4-Leaf Whiskey is here. What's going on, Stacy? The Big Man Whiskey Uncensored in the house. What's up, Big Ben? Paul P is here. We got the Bourbon Coach. Jeffrey Gamrell is here. Top Jimmy is here. Michael Andrews and a bunch more coming in. All right. Christian, speaking of Christian, he says, speaking of ECBP, I'm searching for an older batch of the Pirate bottles for my birthday. If there was a batch I should track down, which would it be? 9 through 11. 9 through 11. Actually, 8 was pretty damn good too. But if you're tracking one down for your birthday, 9, 10, or 11, those are the kind of the top 3 I think that people could agree on. I can't remember if 12 is really super good either, but 9 to 11 for sure. If you get 9, 10, or 11, you're golden, man. Go for it. My bourbon journey is here. What? He's lurking for a minute on our way out to dinner. A little head start on Memorial Day weekend. Have it. I tell you, man, Scott lives the life, that retired life. Gotta love it. Always going out to dinner. Say hi to Julie for me, man. What's up, Jamie Hall? Michael A119 for the win. JT from Memphis is here. 12 is ridiculously good. Yeah, I think remember 12 being really good. So there you go. 9 through 12. 9 through 12. Message I hear Kermit is doing the commencement address at the University of Maryland. Did you get a new gig, Jason? Is that happening? Is that a thing? Thank you for graduating. I don't even know how that would sound. M&JCC pick is better than last year, which I didn't think was possible. There you go, Pomp. Just getting better with age. Eager to hear your opinion on B525 compared to B523 and C923. Yeah, we'll get there. Ron Miles says, I'm petrified. Can't even check the score of the Knicks game right now. Ron, I hope you're, are you a Knicks fan? I hope you're a Knicks fan. Sugar Lips is so good, says Paul. Yeah, Sugar Lips is good. Okay. So, yeah, we're just going to hang out tonight a little bit. Like I said, we'll get into some cool bottles. So here is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, the bottle cam, 11 years, 6 months, 126.2 proof. There it is, 11 years, 6 months. We're also going to crack open the Star Hill Farms. That's right, the wheat whiskey from Maker's Mark. The American wheat whiskey, 114.7 proof. It's a blend of, I believe, 2 different mash bills, if I remember correctly. Actually, I think it says it right there on there. Yeah, 51% soft red winter wheat, 27% malted soft red winter wheat, and then 22% malted barley. All right, so a 3-grain wheated whiskey. What else we have here? We have the new Old Fitz, the Bottle and Bond. I'm a huge fan of this bourbon. I think it's actually pretty delicious. This thing to me is strawberry for days. Strawberry. I can't get enough of it. I will say that the more you drink it, the palate kind of, not the palate, but the finish will flatten out quite a bit, kind of falls off the cliff a little bit. But we will maybe we'll compare it to Weller and maybe a couple of other wheaters tonight, see how it stacks up. And what else do we got? I may crack this open if I get a chance. The A. Smith Bowman cast strength batch 3. And then we have a blind tasting from Big Vic himself. Big Vic sent me a blind tasting. I don't know if Vic's in the chat. Halftime, Pacer 62, Nick 69. Thank you so much, Donald Smith. I appreciate you. Yeah, Jamie Hall, that Old Fitz is strawberry. So, oh, yes. Cheers. Everybody raise a glass. Indianapolis Colts owner, Jim Irsay, passed away at the a little bit on the young side. He was only 65. I thought he was older than that. So, yeah. Vic's blind is all stacked junior. Oh, wait. Man, I forgot how sweet Elmer T. Lee is. The Fitz 7 is terrible. Leave it on the shelf, please, says Randall Erickson. Okay, it's terrible. Sweet Cindy says, my kids went up to go to the same high school that Brunson went to. High state championship. This was the Bulls coach cheering for the Knicks. Oh, wow. That's cool. I don't know. I haven't cracked open the samples, but I'm a little scared. He put in some cinnamon stuff in there. Yeah, the big with all the drugs and alcohol he consumed, it's not a surprise. I get strawberry and Elmer as well. I could see that. Jason C, a toast to Georgia. That's right. We also lost George Wendt, Norm. The guy who played Norm on Cheers, George Wendt. I mean, man, he was an icon. It was a little disappointing to hear that. they were playing like all these really cool clips of George Wendt when he passed away. Just just can't. It's so hard when you kind of lose these icons. I remember when Neil Peart died from Rush. I literally sat on my computer and I cried a little bit. I really did. And then I think on the other side of that coin, Mr. T. That's right. I think it's his birthday today. I think I saw a post that it was Mr. T's birthday. So there you go. Okay. Food and Wine. Joe Novak, what is that a review of from Food and Wine? Jason, how's your ETL 100 holding up? Did you finish that bottle? Yeah, that thing's gone, Christian. Said goodbye. That's right. I pity the fool. Oh, Joe Novak. Joe Novak, don't give me any tasting notes. I don't want to know. We'll get that. San Shaban, can we get a red M&J hat? Actually, my Char 5 Mash and Drum hats are coming back in tomorrow. I think we're getting them. So I'll have a bunch more for you guys. Patrons will go first, and if any make it outside, I also have some Mash and Drum dad hats coming in too. I wasn't going to have a pour tonight, and then I saw that you were live. Dang it, Mash and Drum. Twist my arm. Cheers, Jason. Jake Anderson. Welcome. MSRP on the Star Hill Farm is $100. Yeah, I mean, thinking strawberry. It is a little strawberry. Andrew Mack, what's the availability going to be like on the Old Fitz? So, in talking to Mason Reed, says pee poo poo. Okay. I heard my name and chat about a stag. I'm doing your blind number 1 tonight, Big Vic. So you're going to have to text me or message me the answers a little later. So the Old Fitz, it's supposed to be the companion bottle. Now, this is according to Heaven Hill. I talked to them. It's going to be the companion bottle to the Heaven Hill Bourbon. In fact, why don't we do a little comparison? I think I have enough glasses down here tonight. So the Bottle and Bond, it's supposed to be a companion bottle to the Old Fitz, and basically, this is supposed to be a shelfer 2 times a year. They'll release a spring and a fall batch for both distilling seasons, 7 years old. And it's kind of interesting that this is 7 years, and so is this. So I could see why it's being a companion bottle. John Bonham, Charlie Watts, or Keith Moon choose. John Bonham. My type of drummer. Rafi collects, baby. What is up, Rafi? Nice to see you, dude. So, guys, Rafi Collects is one of the sneaker channels I watch, and he's a great dude. This guy, I mean, you talk about a hardworking YouTuber. He goes pretty much live like every morning. It's insane. What's up, Rafi? Nice to see you. Thanks for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate it, buddy. And I like that he said "Go Knicks." And Rafi, I bought these shoes because you were talking them up so much, and I figured I'd wear them because of the Knicks tonight. I'm wearing the Jordan 1 Starfish, the oranges, some orange Jordan 1 Starfishes. So there you go. No way, bro. Danny Carey, Bill Ward, Neil Peart. Oh my! Well, Neil Peart will always be my number 1. Danny Carey will probably be second in that one for sure. Top Jimmy with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, Top Jimmy. Did you get the Book Ones or no? No, I didn't like the way they looked on my feet. I have a wide foot, and those Book Ones just didn't look right. Yes, sir. Fire pair, bro. Yeah, they are. I love them, man. Shout out to Rafi. Absolutely. All right, let's get the Old Fitz in here. So, like I said, the Old Fitz 7 years supposed to come out 2 times a year. It's supposed to be a shelfer. I think people will go crazy for it. Obviously, in the beginning, I said in the review, it might be kind of like a 1910 Old Forester situation, where it comes out, the reception is ridiculous at first, and then they can't keep up with inventory. Then we don't see it for a little while. Then it comes back. So hopefully, as this comes out over time, it'll steadily be more readily available. But we'll see. Rafi Collects, what we drinking? We're drinking some Old Forester, Bottle and Bond. Not Old Forester. I just said Old Forester. Old Fitzgerald bottle and bond, brand new, 2 7-year-old whiskeys. Rafi, I've been telling you, I got a bottle for you, man. It's literally called Sneakerhead. I was gonna send one to you, but hit me up on Instagram. All right, let's go back and forth with these. I think somebody in my chat asked me to review these too. Gavin Harrison or Mike Portnoy? That's a good one, Kenneth. I'd probably still go Portnoy. Again, these are like musicians I've probably connected with more. Gavin is really good, but Portnoy, I think he's up there, man. Another got the drummer. The drummer I'm really into listening to now is the hell's his name? It'll hit me. Mario, the drummer from oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. You guys will know who the heavy metal band. Mario, what the hell's his name? Virgil Donati, legit. Gojira, thank you. Gojira. Mario, the drummer from Gojira. I've been listening to him a lot. That guy's freaking incredible. So, all right. Heaven Hill 7-year. Yes, Mario Duplantier. There you go. Thank you so much. God, total brain fart. All right, so the Heaven Hill 7-year right now, this bottle right at the shoulder, it's like coming off straight up peanut butter. But this Old Fitz, man, when you go back and forth, you get so much strawberry here. Strawberry and melon. A little bit of like that, those Lifesaver, those strawberry cream savers, those cream saver candies. Kind of comes off like that. It's like a lot of vanilla and strawberry. All right, let's try the Heaven Hill. By the way, this bottle right here has been one of my fun go-tos as of late. Any good bourbon bars near Columbus, Ohio? I'm a tattoo artist from Belafonte, Ohio. Hey, what's up, Dustin? Dustin, are you a good tattoo artist? I've been looking to get another tattoo. Yeah, dude, Prohibition in Columbus. Amazing. Love Prohibition. There's a couple of I don't know, Prohibition's kind of my go-to. Also Opa in Delaware. And he just opened another location with like the wall of whiskey. It's unbelievable. But I would look up Prohibition and Opa Spirits. Well, it's an Opa restaurant and spirits. It's two amazing selections. Jason, do you listen to any metalcore? Matt Grainer from August Burns Red is insane. Can't say I listened to him, Kenneth. Yeah, El Estepario is probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen on drums. The guy's ridiculous. Jake Anderson, have you tried any of the Stag 24s? The reviews are all over the place. Yeah, they are all over the place. I really liked the 24D, but apparently everyone's telling me I'm wrong. It's not that good. So I guess it's not that good. I think what the 24D lacks is like that intense sweetness that a lot of Stag people like. But I like the funky oak on it, but that was me. But I could see why it wasn't a huge favorite. The other 24s weren't really hitting for me. I think the B was kind of the worst one. A was okay. C was pretty good, but the D I thought was the best of the four. The Drumeo channel is awesome. Yeah, I watch that all the time, man. Yeah, I watch that all the time. Sounds like those two would make a good PB&J pairing. Yeah, maybe. Ever watched the drum off between the singer and drummer from Godsmack? It was entertaining. No, I got to watch that. James Lay says C was my favorite. Yeah, I think I remember C being my second favorite. Man, you really get the weeded notes on the Old Fitz coming off of the regular Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. It's really good. I do think it has like that weeded bourbon profile. It definitely has a weed funk a little bit. Not like that same like Maker's Mark weed funk, but it does have a weedy quality to it. However, it drinks really smooth. I think it's fruit forward. And yeah, as this has opened up, like I said, the finish has kind of gotten a little bit more tame for me. And I don't know. I just it's one of those things where the more you sip it, I think you're gonna enjoy it more, or it might get less interesting. I think depending on your palate. Like for me, I like that it keeps the fruit forward notes to it. So yeah. We have 411 in the chat, guys. Hit that like button below if you haven't yet. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you kindly. So on that sip, the Old Fitz came off more floral, honey, little hint of that strawberry there. It's good stuff. Let's blend it a little bit. Let's make a little bit of a 4-grain and keep that here. Then I do want to get into the Star Hill Farms next. We don't have a lot of news tonight. I saw barely any news come across this week. So be just a nice quiet time to kind of hang out and blend it over the Hill Fitz. Haven't tried Delta batch for me, BAC. I'm having a difficult time with the C batch that has gone C10. Okay. The new Riff 10-year bourbon and rye come out tomorrow. Do you plan to do reviews? I'm excited to try them. Yes. Yes, Hayden, I do. I have someone grabbing me a couple of those. So, yeah, I'm excited to try them. We need 9 more. Morning, says Kevin McLaughlin. If this Old Fitz was as rare as the others, would you buy and back it up? Was as rare as the others? I mean, yeah, you got to remember the retail price of that Old Fitz is $60. For $60, it's a great bourbon. It's a great sipping bourbon, especially if you like weeders, easy sippers. It's great. What's your thoughts on Slaughters to Prevail's drummer? I can't say I've listened to them too much. I don't normally go into like the super heavy metal stuff. I mean, I do sometimes, obviously listening to Gojira, but you know, I feel like for me to, I'm gonna have to like go back and write that down because I get people messaging me like, check out this drummer from this band all the time, and that's really kind of how I'm taking in like drum content, which is pretty cool. So overall, the 24 stag batches are a letdown compared to the other junior batches, at least for me. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I agree. I think that the stag junior, all of the 2024 releases, I could say have kind of come down in quality a little bit. And I don't know if this is a trend. It seems to be happening with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof too. So I don't know, man. It's unfortunate. What's the difference between Booker's and Little Book, Ari Hughes? Booker's is usually a 7-year bourbon taken from center cut parts of the rick house. So they take barrels from the center cut parts of the rick house across different rick houses at Jim Beam. They blend those together to make a Booker's batch. There's no funny business with it. It's just a straight up cask strength blended cask strength bourbon. Little Book is the experimental part of Booker's. Little Book is named after Freddie No, who's Fred No's son. He started it, and he wanted to start experimenting with different mash bills, different finishes, smoking grains, smoking different grains, doing different types of blends, and then using Little Book for that platform in order for him to get his ideas out into the market. And so a couple of them have worked. A couple of them for me have been kind of not so great. Probably more often than not, but every now and again he's got a good one. We'll see what Little Book 9 brings tonight. Yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's his scientific laboratory. That's what it is. Yeah, Open Delaware, Jamie Hall. Absolutely, that's the one. Oh, the blend is good. It kind of is a little PB&J, a little bit. Some news items in case you didn't see them. Keeper's Heart laid off brand ambassador, whiskey education team. Dublin Liberties Distillery halts production. Didn't see those, Don Prince. Didn't see that. Oh, Keeper's Heart Irish whiskey. Yeah. Little Book 7. I hope they don't go quantity versus quality at Stag Junior as always. Is Little Book 8 a buy for a rye? Yes. Kenneth, yes. If you love rye whiskey, get Little Book 8. It's really good, but you got to love rye. I'm thankful I live 10 minutes from Opa. Yeah, Jamie, Opa's so good. Love Leva Genti. He's amazing. He took over Prohibition here. I live pretty close to Prohibition, and I love going to that place. After having a new blood oath, do you think Booker's Reserves can pull off a tequila finish? I think it's going to depend on the strength of the tequila finish. I feel like the blood oath was pretty subtle. I really didn't get a lot of it. Maybe a little bit more on the finish, but we'll see. It's the trendy thing. You have a Woodinville tequila. You have Little Book tequila. You have the blood oath tequila. What else? Anything else tequila coming out? Probably. Tequila is the new trend. Tequila and these maple brulee barrels. Those are the new trending topics right now. So you'll start seeing a lot of them. Isn't the next little supposed to be tequila finish? No, not the next Little Book. The next Booker's Reserves is going to be the tequila finish. I know it's very confusing. They have a Booker's, they have a Little Book, they have a Booker's Reserves, and they have a Little Book Infinite. So now they have 4 different product lines that they release stuff through. It's Jim Beam, man. Jim Beam just likes to just flood the market with their LEs and their different types of releases. Jason, what Little Books are worth a buy from your experience? If you love rye, I thought last year's was fantastic. If you love rye, obviously Little Book 3, which was a blend of all the cast strength small batch bourbons. When you're talking about they blended Basil Hayden. They blended, was it Basil Hayden, Knob Creek, Baker's, and what was the fourth? Was it Old Grandad? No, Baker's, Knob Creek. Yeah, Baker's, Knob Creek. Somebody will beat me up to it. There are plenty of añejos and extra añejos that basically like bourbon, so I could see some of them working. Yeah. Yep. I've only seen Nulu Maple Brulee. Damn good stuff, says Braxton. Yeah, I think you'll see more of it. Yeah, 3, 7, and 8. I would probably agree with that. I actually liked 7. 8 was very good if you like rye, and 3. I think those are the ones. El Tesoro already has tequila aged in Booker's Barrel, so why not? They're owned by the same company like Corazon and Buffalo Trace. Yeah, I think El Tesoro is also a great tequila. Anybody I've ever talked to that's really into tequila loves El Tesoro because it's kind of like what we look for in whiskey. It's non-chill filtered. There's no sugar added. It's all natural. That's why El Tesoro gets such a really good following. KC21 on deck. The only bottle announced that I haven't seen from Jim Beam was the single Rick House. Dude, the blend is kind of nice, I'll say. But yeah, I would highly recommend the Old Fitz 7-year. It's, it's going to go fast in the beginning. It might be hard to not overpay for it. The problem with this Old Fitz bottle, just like the decanter bottle, the full-size one, people price it up or jack up the price just because of the bottle it comes in. And it's kind of a beautiful bottle. So I feel like people are going to want to mark it up as a premium price because of that, but it doesn't make the whiskey inside of it any more interesting. It's very sweet. It's very strawberry. So if you can, the most I pay for it is $100. If you're going to try to get it for the first time, don't pay more than $100 for it. And certainly don't pay more than like $200 or $250 for it that people have it going for. So the market has calmed down quite a bit on it since more of them have kind of gotten into the market. But I think there's going to be a lot of it. So just be patient. And hopefully if you have good relationships with your store owners and you come across it, you could get one for $60. Jason, you should collab with Johnny Hamcheck. Johnny Hamcheck. I didn't like the Infinite, loved Reserves. I wasn't crazy about Infinite either. I thought it was like licking a tree. If you're a Beam head, Little Books are some of the best whiskey you'll have. Some just don't like the Beam profile. I love the Infinite. I love the Infinite and Reserves. Cheers. I think the best stuff that Beam has put out is the Jacob's Well and the Hardens Creeks. That stuff has been fantastic. All right, let's get into it, guys. We have 446 people watching. I don't want to make you wait too much longer. Let's get into this since we're kind of in the weeded family. This is the Star Hill Farm from Maker's Mark. I've been begging Maker's Mark to do something different, and I mean, here it is. So this is 114.7 proof. It's rolling out to shelves now. I'm not sure how limited it is. This is the first non-bourbon ever to come out from Maker's Mark. 2025 release is a blend of two mash bills, one made from 100% malted soft red winter wheat, and the other from 70% soft red winter wheat and 30% malted barley. And price $100. So let's try it. Wow, it actually has a nice color on it. Let me show you guys. Cue the bottle cam. So pretty simple label, locally grown whiskey, farmed to showcase the influence of our land, nature as the maker. And there you go. American wheat whiskey, 114.7 proof. And here is the color of the whiskey. Like I said, it has got a nice color on it. Not too bad. All right. World's Worst Bourbon Channel. You know this man. Oh, Gary Franchi is here. What? Yeah, no dripping wet wax here. Wolf of Bourbon Street. I think they just want to do something a little bit different with this one. And I applaud them. I applaud them. All the malt in the mash has me nervous. Greg McFadden is here. Hey, Jason, I'm sitting here with Brad Tanica in Harbor Island, South Carolina. He is quite the bourbon ambassador. Yes, he is. Brad Tanica is the man. But don't overlook Velveeta, his better half. All right, let's get into this one. Wow, that has a lot of wheat funk. A lot of wheat funk. Oh, man, that is like a bowl of Wheaties with no milk. Fresh bag of Wheaties cereal cracked open. Wow. Man, that has to open up a little bit. I feel like I'm just getting cereal. I'm getting straight up cereal in that. Let that open up a bit. I love Makers, says Beard Zone. All right. Oh, man, Beard Zone. No joke. You are the Beard Zone. Love that. Yeah, a ton of wheat here. Let's see what else we got here. All right, it's getting a little sweeter. A little bit of a nutty quality to it. A little nuttiness. Kind of get like a pecan note in it. There's something sweet there. Man, but that wheat, the wheat characteristic on, I mean, it makes sense. It's a heavy wheat whiskey. Light caramel. Not really too dark here. I think the wheat really takes over in the beginning. There's something very sweet there. I'm not really sure if it's like I said pecan. It's not maple. Maybe a slight hint of banana I'm picking up. And I feel like I'm picking up the barley. There's a nice little like toasted bread note in here. Maybe that's what I'm getting. Kind of like a toasted bread. It's a little bit sweet. A little burnt around the edges. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go. It's very wow, it's cakey. Is that even a word? It's cakey. It has like a surprisingly good like age to it on the palate. Like I feel like you get like a little leather, tobacco, like some of those notes, which is really crazy. I did not expect that coming off the nose. Any opinion on the newer releases of the James E. Pepper SB decanter? Says Jay Porter. I have to get a newer release. I haven't had a newer. I was a huge fan of the older releases for sure. Is Star Hill Farm aged in first fill or used bourbon barrels? I believe it's new barrels. Star Hill versus Bernheim. Yeah, it's sweet. The texture is fantastic here. Um, it's got a lot of wheat funk to me, man. It's weedy. It's sweet. I think the sweetness is there. I don't think the sweetness has really it hasn't really developed, at least for me. I'm not getting a ton of sweetness here. I do think the barley and the wheat has it. Man, it's kind of a sneaky spice to it a little bit for a wheat whiskey. I don't think it's nearly as good as like the Heaven Hill 19 wheat whiskey. Um, but I do think there is some oak tan in here. There's a little bit of like a leathery characteristic. I feel like I am getting a dark fruit here. It could be kind of a cherry or like a light raisin type of note that's kind of mixed in here. It's really interesting to that effect. Wow, that sip was it's getting better. I think it's just opening up now. It's just getting better. That sip, I actually got a little bit of like a butterscotch note in it, which is my favorite note to get. There's like a little tiny bit of it in there, I think. There's like a buttery quality it has. That's good. That's again though, man, you have to like the wheat. It has a very heavy wheat funk to it. But as this is opening up, the it's getting a little sweeter, and I'm digging that. How does it compare to the larceny weeders? This is a different animal than the larceny weeders. Larceny still has like that Heaven Hill, nuttiness. This has that, but this has a little nuttiness, but it's getting sweeter and sweeter here. I think it is raisin. There's like a wine grapey effect here going on. I don't know. This thing is all over the place. Yeah, you know what? I think this is good. It's not great. My honest opinion. I think it's good. It's not great. Um, I love the proof point on it. It gives it an extra depth that it has, especially on the back of the palate. I really do feel like you get some leathery quality notes where it actually comes off a little bit older than it is. There's some baking spice back there, a little black pepper, maybe a little nutmeg. But up front, once you get like past the heft of the wheat the wheat funk, I should call it, and the wheat quality that it has, that cereal that cereal type of quality it has, you get like these little inflections of just these little flecks of like maybe raisin. There's a little like hint of butterscotch in the mid palate, but it's very fleeting. It doesn't last long. And I want more of that. And it's not quite there yet, if that makes sense. Trying to break this down as much as I can for you guys. Cause this is like literally like my palate is going through these like 3 steps. That's what it's giving me here. Yeah. Weedy, a slight hit of light caramel, maybe a hint of raisin, and a little bit of like a buttery quality to it. And then it gets into some baking spice and a little bit of a leather. It's an interesting whiskey and very unlike Maker's Mark, which is why I kind of dig it. It's what's up, Tunes 21? Oh, everyone's helping him out. Nice. Too much good, but not great stuff. That Star Hill is a pass for me for sure. Good to know. Thanks for the honesty. I've got too much good, but not great stuff. That Star Hill fam. Yeah, this might end up being a little better, I think, as it opens up. But right now, yeah, this could be absolutely killer with some more age to it. Is it a try before you buy? Yeah, maybe for some. I think if you're a wheated bourbon lover, if you love wheat, then you're gonna love this. But not loving wheat. So when I say if you love wheaters or wheated bourbon, most people will like it because it's fruit forward, really easy to sip, and it's it's just easy to drink, and they love like the softness quality to it. When I say you have to love wheat, I mean like you have to love the grain, like getting the flavor and the grain of the wheat onto your palate. because I feel like you could taste it. But it does offer up a little bit of sweetness in the mid palate, and it's kind of weird. Like it does give you like a little bit of an aged quality on the back end of it. It's an interesting whiskey. Like I said, I love that Maker's Mark did this. It's just good to see them branching out other than the wood finishing staves that they constantly put out there. It's just like a rebranding. They just constantly rebrand the wood finishing series, their staves. It's like, all right, enough's enough. So I love this for Maker's Mark. I think this is a really solid bourbon. I would not overpay for it. If you guys see it for 100, you're interested in it, I think it's worth picking up, just having it. It's something different that Maker's Mark is doing if you love Maker's Mark. But if you're not really into like all that wheat that I'm talking about, this will definitely be more of a try before you buy. I don't think this is better than Weller. It's not. I don't think it's better than Weller Antique. Weller Antique is definitely a lot sweeter than this. This is more grain forward, and maybe that's what they're going for. They want to showcase the grain that's locally grown. But I will say, with some time, if those like hits of sweetness that I'm getting in the mid palate, if those start getting more of a lift as this ages up, this could definitely be a Weller killer down the line, especially with the baking spice I'm already getting on the back end of this. Just that Weller Antique already has more sweetness than this, and that's what people like. The grain is really showcased here, in my opinion. Star Hill versus Weller Millennium Blind. Yeah, I don't think I'd do that. Let me grab a Weller Antique. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, let's grab a Weller Antique. Let's do a little compare here. This will be fun. After this, we're going to crack open the little book. And then we'll get into the ECBP. And then the blind. Okay. If you guys really want to know how this compares, let me pour a little bit of this out. Maybe it's got a little bit more airtime here. Put it against the Bardstown Wheater. Which one? The high wheat or the Origins? Which Bardstown? The high wheat? Star Hill versus Bernheim Barrel Proof. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Do I have the Bernheim Barrel Proof? The high wheat? Is this it? Yeah, this is it, right? Yep. I think the Bernheim Barrel Proof will, well, I guess we'll see. I only have a sample of the Bernheim Barrel Proof. We'll see. Ben Singer, listen, I'm not going to grab every wheated bourbon I have. Jesus. Okay. Let me let me get through these three first. Okay, we'll see where we go here. Thank you so much, Ben Singer, for the super chat. Awesome, man. This is my favorite part. He gets talked into quadruple base taste off. Yeah, this is what happens. Yeah, the color difference. Yeah, look at the Star Hill compared to the other two. This is the Star Hill. Let's go to the Weller. Oh my God, the Weller has so much sweetness here. You know what? I get a little strawberry on the Weller tonight. Wow, actually a lot of strawberry. I get that strawberry / grapiness that Buffalo Trace is kind of known for. See, this is what I mean. Like, did the back of Jason's hoodie say Chico's Bail Bonds? JG, swear. Yeah, I know. I think you guys just want me to fall one day. You know what? This Star Hill Farms is getting better. I think it was a little bit toit Little toit in the toiga. Nathan, when do we drink real bourbons? You're such a dick. Yeah, the Weller 107 is going to win on the sweetness. That strawberry, grapey, that little bit of floral quality it has all day long. The Bardstown, it is straight up orange marmalade, lemon curd, cinnamon. There's like a little bit of a pastry bite there. Oh, man. It's like strawberry and grape versus orange marmalade. Let's go back to the Star Hill Farm here. Tell you what, I'm getting a little creme brulee now in the Star Hill Farm. A lot of vanilla now is coming to the forefront, especially coming off these two. But you could tell that these two are just a little bit more developed in the sweetness area. The Star Hill Farm still has a little bit more of a wheat forward experience. But I'm telling you, the finish on the Star Hill Farm might win out of all three. The finish on the Star Hill Farm is really interesting. I think it's the most interesting part of the whiskey. Combine them to make a fruit salad. This is so orangey. Bardstown Bourbon Company. It's just orange, tangerine, cinnamon. That was like it's like an Easter ham. And then the Weller is strawberry, grapey, cinnamon heavy, little floral, definitely a lot sweeter. And then the Star Hill Farm, it just has like that. It's like I said, it's just got that wheat funk to it. But the finish is the best on the Star Hill Farms. The Star Hill Farms, I think right now, it's one to watch. If we get these annually and the age just keeps going up, that could end up being one of the best wheat whiskeys and one of the best products that Makers has created, or just one of the best wheat products out in the market. I think it's got that much potential. But right now, I think for the masses, it just has a little bit too much of the weedy, the wheat heaviness on the palate. Not enough of the sweetness that people tend to like with a Weller or even the Bardstown. So exciting stuff from Makers. I applaud you, Makers. Good job. I can't wait to do a full review on this one. I'm just going to let this open up, let's see what happens. It might get even sweeter over a little time. It might get better. So we'll see. All right. People sleep on the fact that Weller 107 is just a fantastic sipper. It is. Jason, 24 year of the rye, 25 year of the wheat. So many good wheaters now compared to last few years. Whiskey Habit, I agree. I think wheat is where people want to go between wheat, tequila, and maple brulee. Those are this year's trends. All right, let's get to this little book. I'm excited for this one. So, this is the Little Book 8-year. Not Little Book 8-year. Sorry. Little Book Chapter 9. And Little Book Chapter 9 is called None for Granted. I'll say this about Jim Beam. Jim Beam, they know how to do wax right. Ooh, that was a good pop. I want to thank my buddy Todd Ritter for sending this over to do a review. It's a little light. I don't know if I like that. It's a little light. All right, so let's go with the blend components here. It's a blend of bourbon and rye whiskey, so it's a rye blend, I guess. 121.8 proof. This is the highest proof since Chapter 4. Let's see. It features a blend of whiskeys ranging in age from 7 to 11 years, bottled at 121.8 proof, making it the highest proof since Chapter 4, according to a YouTube review. Okay. Let's see here. I know it wasn't listed on that one. All right. All right. I think we're good. Okay. As far as the components that are in here, I don't think Jim Beam could make the text any smaller. So I'm gonna see if I could zoom in for you guys here with my phone because I don't have my readers. Ooh, that worked. Okay, here we go, guys. We have an 8-year Kentucky straight rye whiskey. We have an 11-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, a 7-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, a 7-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, and an 8-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So there's only one component in this blend that's a rye whiskey, and it's an 8-year. But other than that, it's mostly bourbon. So let's see what we get here. I'm curious about this one. Let me go to the old bottle cam. Show you guys this. So here is looks like Todd Ritter got a little too excited diving into this and opening this bottle, so he ripped the front of it off. I did not do that, Todd. You know you did it. Don't blame me. There it is, little book. And then the tag this year, I'll take this off. And it's kind of has like this this minty green color on the tag. And that's where it gives you all your blend components there. So that is the bottle cam there for the little book. There you go. All right. Todd Ritter says it happens. Yeah, it's basically the opposite of 8, which was heavy rye. So I'll keep this here. All right, let's see what we get here. I've been, I've been a pretty decent fan of Little Book for a little while. I do like the different blends that he does. I do like the experimentation. Some of them work, some of them don't. It's real. Again, it's just going to be dependent on your palate because some of them can be so different. So let's see what we get here. Well, it smells like Beam. I mean, sweet. Yeah, it's got like that honey roasted peanut note. I'm trying to find the rye. I don't know if I could really. I'm not sure if I could find the rye just yet. Knicks game is good. Oh, what's happening with the Knicks game? I had it kind of queued up here. New York Knicks. It is 87-83 Knicks. Third quarter about to come to an end. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, okay. Joseph Yoon would be interesting to see against the High West Burai. Yeah, I could see that. I think the High West Burai, just from memory, is more rye forward than this one is. I'm not getting a huge punch of rye here. This it smells just like a really good Jim Beam bourbon. I mean, you have your nuttiness, you have the honey, your vanillas or caramels. There's definitely some oak here, but I'm wondering if I get the rye on the palate. So let's find out. Excuse me. Oh, the palate's way better than the nose. The palate's good. Chocolate. Milk chocolate for days. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? This does not drink 121. And I know I just, came off drinking some other stuff, but to me, this drink's a little bit under its proof, at least in the beginning. It's got a nice pepperiness that kind of lingers, almost like a little red chili pepper. That's good. The rye is there in terms of spice on the palate, but I'm not getting like the minty rye quality that I would come to expect from a rye being in here. I think it's kind of like we were talking about earlier with the Blood Oath, how the finish is so delicate. I feel like the rye component in here is very delicate. It's there, but it's pretty light. And it's a lot sweeter than I thought it would be. So this is a really sweet whiskey. Honey, vanilla. It almost has like a sweet tea note on it. Kind of like some of those older Booker's batches where you get like this nice sweet tea. Maybe like a hint of citrus. And the only place I'm getting the spice from the rye is towards the, I feel like it's throughout the palate, which is kind of cool. So you get the spice, but you don't necessarily get the minty or the, those, even like a black licorice or those like earthy notes you normally get from a rye. MSRP for this one, let me see here. $160. $160 for Little Book 9 this year. It could be cheaper in some places, but yeah, 160. I don't think this is a $160 whiskey, in my opinion. I think it's okay. Yeah, I don't think this gives me enough of a. Makes sense. It's bourbon like that. Rye kind is so low. It's not going to be predominant. They only use a 51%, I think. Yeah. Jason, I know Wednesday is your live night, but how are you not watching live while streaming? Your Knicks are winning in the Eastern Conference Finals. That might never happen again. Toasty Bake, don't jinx it, man. Did the price go up on these? I think the price went up on these a little bit from the initial release. It's very good. I like it. It's a good blend. It does okay. So after having pretty, a good amount of sips here, it does not drink 121 proof. I think it drinks actually lighter than that. It's very sweet. It's a nice little milk chocolate, honey, vanilla caramel note that's there. The quintessential nuttiness from Jim Beam is there, but I think the sweetness, I think that sweet tea note that I'm picking up, that sweet tea chocolate is kind of what's really making it stand out quite a bit. It's got a little spice from the rye, but not a lot. I mean, honestly, this just kind of feels like a good blend of Jim Beam bourbons. Nothing really stands out here. There's not a lot going on, like not enough for the price point to make me be like, wow, this is like, here's the thing. Old Grandad 16 was disappointing for $225, but I still feel like there was more going on with that whiskey than I'm getting here. Just like maybe not so much going on, but there was a difference to it. There was something unique about it. This, I feel like, I don't know. Like I could take a Jim Beam single barrel, the Jim Beam 7-year, a Knob Creek 9, a Knob Creek 12, and like blend them together, maybe throw a rye in there, maybe get close to this. I don't know. For $160, I feel like I would want more rye influence in here to really accentuate the rye characteristic here. But for 160, I don't like the price point. 120, I even at 120, I'd still think it's a little bit much for this. There's just not enough going on for me. End of 3. Pacers 87, Knicks 90. Oh, it's so close. See, this is it, Donald Smith. So the Knicks and the Pacers are both really good in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a shootout, man. Oh my God. The question is, can you find it? Can you find more than 250 different flavors like Woodford claims their juice asses? Kino, what's up, man? It's 225 all over here. Yeah, no. Nope. Oh, okay. That sip. I got a little bit of rye in the finish. The rye came through a little bit on the finish. Not much. Yeah, the rye is light. I mean, it's there, but it's a very, very light type of influence. Again, I'll do a full review on this before I send it back to Todd. The rye influence might come to the forefront a little bit more as it opens up, but right now, this is not a $160 release for me. This is probably more of a skip, just because for 160, there's just not enough difference going on here to make this interesting. Just not doing it for me. Nope. I mean, I'd rather just buy Knob Creek 12 for $60. It lacks power. It lacks oomph. It lacks depth. It's just a good, solid Jim Beam product. And for that, Jim Beam, this is the thing that I've been saying all year. If you're going to release something like this for $160, this has to be better than what you have on the shelf. And to me, this is not better than Knob Creek 12 year. This is not better than, I mean, even the Knob Creek 9-year store picks that are out there, I think can take this out. Hardin's, I'd rather pay the $200 for Hardin's Crown. I'm going to make $40 more. At least I get some depth of flavor to this one. I just don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry, man. I think last year's Little Book was an absolute beast compared to this one. I think last year Freddie No nailed that blend. This one to me just leaves a lot to be desired. But we'll taste it again as we go through. Do a full review. I got a lot of reviews to do the next week or so. So it'll be a good week. How much better is KC12 than KC9? Love KC9, Sweet Cindy. I think it's a lot better. And this is why Freddie won't be on the stream. I mean, listen, he might enjoy my honesty. You never know. Some people enjoy my honesty. Look. What's up, Diego G? I don't know when we're getting another Hardin's Creek. Actually, we should get another one this year, but they redesigned the labels. KC12 is great, easy to find and cheap for 12. KC12 Cherry Bomb. Star Hill versus the Hardin's Golden Shower. Oh, that thing is so gross. No, thank you. KC12 is way more oak than KC9, like a drying oak, also 100 proof, so it's like a little less powerful. Yeah, I don't think it's a drying oak on KC12, at least to me. Yeah, so I think that's really the crux of that Little Book. I think it's good, not great. Definitely not $160 worth. That might be a bottle that like you catch on sale at some point. Like it's sitting on the shelf, nobody's buying it. A liquor store marks it down for like maybe half price, 30, 40% off. Maybe at that point you pick it up, especially if you're trying to complete the vertical. But like a run out and go get it type of bourbon, I don't think it's there. I just don't think there's enough there for that price point. Last year's Little Book, like I said, killer blend. Freddie killed it last year with that blend. This year, not so much. I just think it needs more rye. All right, what else do we got? Is it time? It's time. Elijah Craig. I literally just got this bottle today. And if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I get Heaven Hill samples now. Although Heaven Hill did not send me this, I bought this on my own. This bottle just arrived today, and I'm like, oh, just in time for the live stream. So I'm going to get this open here. I want to get this poured. And you guys know the deal. This was the information was dropped on Food and Wine, of all places, that we're going to see the biggest jump in age statement for a little while here from Elijah Craig, even though it's still not hitting the 12-year mark. It's 11 years, 6 months. I don't know why people are losing their mind. It's almost like you keep people at that 10-year mark for so long, and then it's like they see 11 and they get really excited. And I said last week, it comes down to the blend. It doesn't matter what the hell the age statements are, any of that shit. It comes down to the blend. So we'll see. JG, I can't go by Scott because Scott loves every single Elijah Craig you put in front of him. Every single Elijah Craig barrel proof, he loves it. So I can't go by him. Sometimes I'm like, what are you tasting? I'm like, this Elijah Craig to me is very flat and it's very boring. He's like, I love it. I got this. Like, yeah, no. He loves every single one. Yeah, so this has a nice dark color to it. Let's go to the bottle cam here. So we have the Elijah Craig barrel proof. There are the stats, guys. 11 years, 6 months, 126.2 proof. This is the B525. We have 510 people in the chat watching right now, guys. Thank you so much for chiming in. Please, if it's your first time here, hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. as I make my way towards 100,000 subscribers. And I swear to you, as soon as I hit 100,000, I will shut up about it and not talk about it ever again. So thank you so much. So yeah, there are the stats right there, 126.2 proof. Okay. So obviously with this bottle came a little press release here. Okay, yeah, wow, non-chill filtered, batch to batch exemplifies. 74.99 retail, and is expected in September of this year. Oh wait, the third and final release is expected for September. Yeah, that's the C925. Okay, yeah, 11 years, 6 months, and 126.2 proof. Okay, nothing really new here. All right, let's get into this here. I'm excited. Is this enough to get us back into being excited for Elijah Craig Barrel Proof this year? Last year was kind of a dud. And I got all the sample bottles from Elijah Craig. They sent me those bottles, and I still said they were a dud. So you know you're getting an honest review here. Okay. All right, let's go here. I'll tell you what, the nose is really nice. It's not just that straight. There is a, ooh, okay. I'm getting chocolate, getting some dark fruit. This is what I expect from Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Happy hump day. There's definitely an elevated sweetness here that has been missing from ECBP in the last several releases. Yeah, I'm getting chocolate and cherry here. Finally, that chocolate cherry note that has been missing from ECBP is finally here. But again, yeah, the H statement could be high, but it could suck. 11 years could be over oaked. Thankfully, here it's not. The Heaven Hill DNA is here. You have some nuttiness there. Almost have like a cinnamon graham cracker note in here too, which is really nice. Milk chocolate, not a dark chocolate. I would say milk chocolate. Dark fruit. This nose is good. It's not boring like the last ones have been. Okay. Let's see how we do here. All right, guys. 531 in the chat. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Let's go Knicks. We got something here, guys. We got something here. The oak, that Heaven Hill DNA that you get on the back end of this is there, but this has finally come to the point where it's not just oak and some nuttiness and it just kind of stays flat. This gives you some nice ebbs and flows here. There's some sweetness. There's some spice. There's more going on here a little bit. I'm getting chocolate covered almonds, black cherry, oak. Oh, thank God, this is good. I didn't want to shit on this again. I've been shitting on Elijah Craig Barrel Proof for the past like 2 or 3 releases. A125 sucked to me. Last year wasn't a great year. This is probably my favorite in the last 5 releases. On the last 4 releases. This is good. All right, let me just kind of gather my thoughts here. Let me take another quick sip. It's the sweetness that's back. That's balancing out the oak. I've been saying for the last 4 releases that at 10-year, whatever they're blending, it's been coming through with that Heaven Hill nuttiness, that oak profile that Heaven Hill is known for, and then turning into, a little bit of a too much of a peanut type of aspect to it. There's some heavy vanillas there, but it just kind of goes flat. This, I think, gives you the sweetness is back. It takes you into dark fruit. It takes you into chocolate. There's a slight, like, almost sweet bitterness. I know that kind of doesn't make sense, but it's almost like a like this black cherry bitter chocolate note that's kind of there. Maybe a I love this almond note that I'm getting in here. That's absolutely delicious. Like a little almond cookie. Um, Will it compare to the Titans of the past? A118 says Bourbon Coach. Last good one was C923. Since then, I have preferred the Larceny Brownford Bachelor of the ECBPs. William Wiley, I don't think this is as good as C923. If that's what people are expecting, I don't think it's to that level. But I think as far as like the later releases of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, this one's doing something. This one's activating something in my belly. Yeah, this is good. This is way better than what we've had. Even again, guys, 126.2 proof. There's like this really nice sweetness to it that's just really good. Let me see if I could find the where'd it go? Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Mm. I'm just looking up if I can find any other information on this one. I don't see. Nope. Yeah, man, this is good. This is a good Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So here's the thing. To me, this isn't. It's not a super powerful in your face batch. This doesn't hit you in the palate like some of the older Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs, where the proof really makes itself to be known. I do think this is actually a little bit more of a delicate type of Elijah Craig, even at that high proof point. However, it brings a ton of sweetness. There's layered complexity here. There's a lot of sweetness. There's some flavors here that I really like. Yeah, it's like that. It is like an almond, it's like a biscotti cookie with cherries in it. Little chocolate. One thing I wish this did have was more spice. This is a very sweet Elijah Craig. If you guys like sweetness, this is going to be your jam right now. Jam. It's jam. It's cherry jam. What's the don't you start, JG. Zahra is my dog. Yeah, I just think that overall this gives you a much more elevated sweetness component here in this whiskey. Nick's up 14. It's 14 they're up? Holy shit. C919, the real goat. So you sign what? C918 is goated, but C919, you're not wrong, dude. C919, when I did the blind tasting, C919 came the closest to C923 for me. So let's grab some ECBPs. Let's do this. How many? Let's see. I have a blind tasting to do. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I can get 2 ECBPs. So I'm going to grab C919 and see how that shakes out. I don't think it's better than C923. What else? What other batch should I compare this to? And I'm gonna pour a little more of this here. And we'll do a comparison here to a couple of more. Jeff Perkins, the Fuxardo Cherry. Oh, I don't know about that. A123. B520. B520 came up a few times. I fell. Yeah, we'll get to the blind. All right, we'll do B520. We'll do B520 and we'll do C919. Give me 1 second. Hopefully I don't fall on my ass here. While I'm looking, you know, you guys can just watch me fall. I fell. All right, guys, I'm looking. I'm getting there. C91. Oh, I got some C919. Found it. All right, we're good. Oh, that took shorter. That took shorter time than I thought it would. That's C9. Yeah, C919. All right, let's do it. All right, so this is the B525 right here. This is the let me get back to the chat. It never gets old. Knicks 108, Pacers 92. Holy shit. This is so crazy. Oh, man. All right, this is the B520. Let's get this. Oh, no, that might. Is that the B? No, it's the C919. With the C919 in here. Did I already pour that? Yeah, I did. All right. This is the C919. Don't have a lot of this one left. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay. The B520. Oh, man. Oh, the B520. This, oh, it's so good. The B520 has the butterscotch or the toffee, the buttery toffee note. That might be the one thing missing from the B525. The B525 is just cherry chocolate to me. Wow. Coming off that one, let's go to C919. C919 is the oak funk. If you love oak, if you like almost borderline dusty note, that's what C919 has, and I think that's why people compare it so closely to the C923. There's just an elevated oakiness to it. Man, I'll tell you though, that B520, you guys are not wrong. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, it's like candy. I'm getting like straight up Skittles. All three are completely different. That's kind of the beauty of ECBP. But the problem is Heaven Hill, what they need to do is make sure that every single batch is an absolute banger. And you could be different. You could have a candy one, you could have a cherry one, a chocolate one, you could have a toffee bomb, a butterscotch bomb, an oak bomb, but just make them all just bangers with different profiles. That's what people loved about it. Don't make any more flat ones, please. All right. The B525, like I said, chocolate, cherry, sweet, powdered sugar, almost confectioner sugar. And this gets into a little bit of baking spice on the back end, kind of a sweet cinnamon, almost like a cinnamon toast crunch, not so much like a baker's cinnamon. If you get my vibe, get my drift, get my vibe. What the hell am I saying? Sorry. Sorry about that. Let's go to the B520. Oh my God, this smells so good. It's candy. Wow. God, the B520 is good. I think the B520 might be better than the B525 because it's got the candy and the sweetness, but it's got way better of a finish than the 25 does. If they did only their best release every year, they'd all be great. Maybe not 2021, 2024 would be Mika's, but still. Yeah, I mean, as long as we get like one amazing one throughout the year, I'll tell you what though, the B525 is a good step up from where we've been. So I'm happy about that. Master Drum, I had to step out. Did you compare it to the C923? No, we're not doing that top Jimmy. I don't think it's going to best that. But we do have the C919 and the B520 here. I don't think it beats the B520. I don't think it beats the C919 either. The C919, I think it's still my favorite out of the three. You know why? Because it has the oak, it has depth, it's got the leather, it's got tobacco, it's got the cherry, it's got the heavy top. It's got so much going on in C, and there's also a heft to C919 where it just sits on your palate. B520 is all candy. It is Skittles and sugar and fat kid whiskey all day long. This is a kid at the end of a freaking Twinkie assembly line, just shoveling it in. It is candy and vanilla icing. Holy shit. When you go down the line and you realize how different these are, this is why whiskey's so interesting, at least to me. And then the B525. So, the B525 is interesting because it I feel like it wants to get to where B520 is. It has that elevated sweetness, but then it kind of stops and then it gets into a little bit more oak and a little bit more leather, but not really over the top. Um, but yeah, I'll say this: you could tell that there's an uptick in age from the batches that we've had with ECBP, and I do think that the B525 is definitely a better release. It's an upgraded release than what we've had from the last four. So B525 for the win. This is a buy. This is definitely a buy. I don't know if it's quite a back it up quite yet. I mean, it's really good. I would say it could be a back it up if you get it at retail. It's a sweeter ECBP, but it's still not to the level of some of these older batches, as we just found out. But man, chocolate cherry, sweet toffee, that is good shit. 111.98, 5 minutes left, says Rob S. Oh my God. B525 or Little Book 9? Oh, B525, Kenneth. I like the B525 over the Little Book, hands down. And it's half the price. Is it half the price? 160? Yeah, it's half the price. Elijah Craig at B525 over Little Book for sure. Dude, I'm happy because I think I was nervous. I didn't want to shit on another Elijah Craig. Is this Elijah Craig barrel proof like one of the best ever? I don't think so, but it's definitely a big step up than what we've seen from Elijah Craig barrel proof in the last 4 releases. So there you go. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come. Maybe we'll get some more age state. Maybe we'll get that higher age in there. Who knows what the C will bring? Maybe we'll get another 12, maybe a 13 again. Who knows? But I like the idea. This is where the variable age statements could come into play and actually be kind of cool. What I wish Heaven Hill would do is do like your 10 year for the first release, do a 11 year for the second release, and maybe go 12, 13 for the third release. Stare it that way. Step it up each release. One thing though, the problem with that is that, everybody will maybe skip the A or skip the B and wait for the C. However, like I said, it comes to the blend, not the age statement. Age isn't everything. I say all the time. Just because something is older doesn't mean it's better. I have an 8-year barrel pick. This is my Fuxardo cherry syrup, we called it. because the viscosity on this thing is nuts, and it's only 8 years old. And it's one of the best Elijah Craig barrels I've had. And it's only 8 years. So age isn't everything always. I just think that people lean on the age, especially for ECBP, because we had it at 12 years so long and it's gone away. So anytime we can get closer to that, it's what we've liked. So it's what we want. B517 is the one that won all those awards that year, but C917 was superior in my opinion. Yeah, okay. B517 was the medal winner. A117 killed it. Richard Broadley, I would have to go back and see if I have that one. I don't know if I have. I have some pretty old ECBPs everywhere. A117. Do I have that one still? I'm going to go look real quick. If I have A117, I'm breaking it out. I found A119. A118. I think the oldest one I could find is A118, 130.6 proof. Anybody remember this one? Let's see here. All right, then it's time to get to our blind tasting tonight. This is the last one I'm trying. My palate's probably blown for this blind tasting, but who cares? Jason digging into the archives. Yeah. No joke. Dude, these older ECBPs just have an extra level of depth to it that the newer ones don't. And I don't know if this is an oak thing. I don't know if this is an age thing. But there is a definite difference in layered flavors here. Does anybody remember A118 being a freaking banger? Come on. A118, I'm sorry. This has the sweetness of the B520, but with a long, spicy finish. A118 for the win tonight. I just went and pulled it. That thing is so good. Damn. Actually, no, I still think I like the C919 because it has more funky oak on it. But, dude. Okay, so quick conclusion here. B525, definitely a step up from the last 4, maybe 5 releases that we've had from ECBP. So be happy. B525, it's very good. I'll do a full review. This is probably tomorrow. Probably do recording in the morning and then maybe launch something tomorrow. So you guys will see that. And then as far as where I see it going, I don't know. As far as the C batch, maybe it could get a little bit better than this one. The B525, what it does have is the elevated sweetness. It's got a lot of chocolate. It's got some cherry. It's got that that little bit of like a spice to it, but that cherry almond note it has is delicious. And that's what I really love about it. I wish it did have a longer finish on that C9. I'm sorry, B525. So we'll see tomorrow with a fresh palate what it tastes like as I review it, and we'll go from there. But there you go, guys. Something to be excited about. Heaven Hill coming through in the clutch. Give us a couple days. Release it on Friday. Oh, so many good Elijah Craig barrel proofs. Hopefully we get an ECBP rye in September also. We'll see, man. Okay. I'm checking the score. 116 to 102 Knicks. What is going on? How am I missing this game? Oh my God. Oh my God. If the Knicks make it to the to the finals, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Keep going. Does anybody know if the Mets won or did they suck again? Dude, the Mets have been terrible. Oh, the Mets won 5-1. Okay. Wow, they scored some runs. The Mets have been pretty shitty lately. So good to see them get a win. The Mets bats, I mean, the baseball season is so long. You got to go through some ebbs and flows here. Snowing in hell currently, says Steve Stefanski. All right, here we go. So this blind tasting was provided by the avocado amburana man himself, Big Vic. Let's see what he sent me. This is good training, if you know what I mean. So this is, that's D, C, B, and A. All right. So I don't know obviously what these are. Big Vic was kind enough to send me a blind tasting. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to guess my way around these, figure out what they are, guess proof, all that fun stuff. And we will see how I do. Might be tough coming off of drinking about 400 ECBPs tonight, but we'll go with it. If I could pick up any of these attributes here, I feel like it'll be a win. So before we get to this real quick, it's time for the where is it? Bourbon Meme of the Week. That's right. Bourbon Meme of the Week. You guys know I love doing these. This one cracked me up because I could see this happening. Here's the Bourbon Meme of the Week. How much is the rent for this gorgeous apartment, sir? This is a liquor store. It's stupid, but it cracked me up. I don't know if you guys saw this one kind of floating around this week, but this one definitely made me laugh. How much is the rent for this gorgeous apartment, sir? This is a liquor store. Look at this guy. This guy looks like he's like one of my uncles, like one of my Italian uncles. Look at this guy. Looks like Uncle Vito. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's either that or he's like a Persian nightclub owner. I don't even know who this guy is. All right, there you go. That looks like Jason. Classic trailer park. Oh, is that what that is? This bourbon store is nice, sir. This is Jason's apartment. It's Julian. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Here we go. Let's put on a few tunes, and hopefully that you guys will be sticking around here. I always find it interesting how I'll have like 500 people in the chat because they're waiting for me to taste the Elijah Craig or the bottle that I'm featuring, and as soon as I taste it, they get the review, they're out. It kind of happens, but we still have 429 people, 429 beautiful people still tuning in. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Thanks for supporting the channel. You're going to see, there's no bourbon news this week. I didn't really find anything this week, guys. There was no updates except for some of the Ascot Award winners. Next week, I will go through some of my Ascot Awards if I get my results, find out what I voted for, what got double platinum, what didn't, and we'll see what bourbons I voted to get a lower score versus what got a high score. And we'll see. Maybe there's some things there that didn't that I did agree with. So we'll see. Yes, Big Vic. This is blind number one. Blind number one. Coke Zero for the win. All right, and also, guys, this is your time to ask me any questions. I love this. Top 5 bar. Yeah, we haven't done a top 5 in a while. You know what, JG? I like this one. Top 5 barbecue foods. Dude, let's get it. Let's just do it. Here we go. Top 5 barbecue foods. So smoke things that belong on a barbecue. All right, number 5. Number 5, I'm gonna have to go with. Actually, no, that wouldn't be number 5. That wouldn't be number 5. There you go, Ed Williams. I am talking your love language. I'm thinking of like my top ones. I already know my number 1. I think I know my number 2. I think number 5 for me is gonna be ribs. I think number 5 for me is gonna listen, ribs are great, but I like things more than rib, but ribs have to be on the list. I love good baby back ribs, smoked, glazed, all the things. Pull apart, love ribs. That'd be my number 5. Number 4. Number 4, I'm gonna go with I'll tell you what, when I was in Portugal, they served these barbecued pork ribs that were incredible. Well, I mean that's kind of like baby back ribs, but they were I'm sorry, they were like pork steaks. Those things were ridiculous. So I'll probably put like pork steak at 4 if that's a thing. Is pork steak a thing? Or pork belly? Pork steak, pork belly at number 4 for sure. Number 3. We're gonna go pulled pork. Pulled pork's a classic. Love pulled pork. Love it with the vinegar sauce. I like the bite. Number 2 is gonna be brisket. Number 2 brisket is one of my favorites, obviously. Oh my god, I forgot the other one. You know what? Scratch that. We're gonna edit the list here. Live edit. All right. What did I say number 5 was? Number 5 was ribs? No. Yeah, number 5, keep ribs. Number 4, we're gonna go smoked sausage. Smoked sausage, if it's the right, like a good beef pork sausage, smoked, there's nothing like it. The skin, the crack, the bite, the pop that you get when you bite into. Okay, this sounds terrible. It sounds like a totally awful thing to say, but man, a good smoked sausage is delicious. Number 4. Number 3, pulled pork. Number 2, brisket. Number 1, hands down, burnt ends. Burnt ends is the greatest barbecue thing ever created by man. Love it. Love it. Smoked PB&J? Yeah, I'm not going there. All right, let's go through here. Let me grab my phone because I know that I'm going to need to get the results here from Mr. Vic. All right, so let's go to number 1. So we have 4 samples here, guys. Let's see how we do tonight. I know burnt ends is brisket, Don Prince, but it's different. It's just the burnt ends. It's different. Well, Ed Williams in the chat, who is a barbecue chef, and he's amazing. Ed, what was that thing you were telling me about? I forgot the name of it. It was like a meatball. It was like smoked meatballs with something. What the hell were you talking about, Ed? Oh, smoked turkey is good, Sean. Then I'll give you smoked turkey. Yeah, pork belly, anything is God's gift. Brisket, pork belly, ribs, burnt ends, wings, cornbread, baked mac and cheese. It wasn't a... Yeah, Keith, you would think it'd be a spicy meatball. Yeah, burnt ends are completely different. Please tell me you've tried... Oh, I love boudin, Kenneth, for sure. I have an antique store pick non-chill filter that gives me strawberry, too. There you go, Jamie Hall. Ed, where are you? What is that thing you told me about? The crazy meatball. It had like a crazy name to it. Oh, is that it? Armadillo eggs? That's what they are, I think. Cream cheese stuffed jalapeno wrapped in sausage, wrapped in bacon. I think that's what he was talking about, Justin Jenkins, but I think he called it something else. Where the hell is Ed? Ed, you're killing me. What is it? I think that's what they were. All right, let's get into this first one here. Oh, Ed posted twice? I didn't even see Ed. Where'd you go? Ed. I'm sorry, I don't see Ed. I don't see Ed in the last like 25 minutes. Where is he? Ed fell off his stool. Oh my God, I like these. Yeah, I think they're the jalapeno wrapped whatevers. Yeah. Okay. This is nice on the nose. It's proofy. There's Ed Williams. Moonlight balls. Bacon wrapped beef meatballs. Yes, Ed. That's what they were. Ed was teeing up a this is what Ed was telling about. If I've never tried these before, but if I had been able to eat these might be my number one. I'm just saying. Bacon wrapped meatballs? Are you kidding me? That's two of my favorite things in one thing. Moonlight balls. Give me all the moonlight balls. Top Jimmy says, we have a local barbecue that runs a monthly special spaghetti and meatballs featuring smoked meatballs. Oh. I went to a brewery over the weekend, and they had smoked mac and cheese. That was incredible. It was Land Grant, I think, here in Columbus, Ohio. So if anybody here knows Land Grant in Ohio, their smoked mac and cheese is ridiculous. All right. See what I get here. Man, really nice fruit flavors here. A lot of baking spice. Tons of cinnamon, spice, cardamom. 123 to 1. Oh my God, it's that close, Rob S. You're killing me. Oh my God, that's not good. Wait, but who's up? You told me 123, 121. Who's winning? Guys. All right, the Knicks are up 2. It's 22 seconds left. Oh my God, that is not cool. Oh, okay. The Knicks are pulling a Falcons. Screw you, James Lay. Oh, that shit's delicious. I think that's up there in proof. I'm going to say, wow, that is sweet. It tastes Buffalo Tracy because it's so sweet to me. Yeah, I literally have it on my phone. I'm like watching it right now. It says not good. I don't like, this is not good. Is that MGP? All right, I'm gonna say this is 125, maybe 126 proof on this one. 14 seconds left. Who has the freaking ball right now? Oh, Knicks. Knicks just got another ball, another basket. Are they shooting free throws? 124, 121. Get another free throw, please. You need to be up 4. 2 possessions. Oh, 2 free throws for Cat? Okay. Surprised you didn't mention the TTB filings of Hancock and RHF picks, unless those were mentioned on previous streams. I've been transitioning in a new city. I haven't seen those yet, Kenneth. That's interesting. Doesn't surprise me. I definitely create my own stress, for sure. All right, so proof here. 120, I'll say 126 proof. Maybe 125. All right, let's go to the second one. So if Rock Hill Farms and Hancock's are doing picks, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Honestly, though, what's the difference between a Rock Hill Farms pick and a Blanton's pick? You just get a different bottle? Yay. Buffalo Trace needs to do a lot to impress me. I'm just saying. Hancock's picks? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about an 80. What is it? 88 proof Hancock's? Nobody wants an 88 proof single barrel pick. Why? Why do it? Why? You already do Buffalo Trace picks. In fact, Master Journey Whiskey Club is doing a Buffalo Trace pick in June. So on June 11th, we're going to be down there doing a pick. So why do a Hancock's pick? Makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. And the Knicks win. Knicks take game 1, baby. Wait, Christian just said Knicks won. What happened? Is it over? You guys are killing me. What mash? Hancock's is the mash bill too. Hancock's is Elmer T. Lee, Blanton's same mash bill, just like a super low proof. Oh, he lied. Jesus, come on, man, you can't do that. This smells lighter, sweet, citrus. Oh, that's a way lower proof. That's got to be like 90, 98-ish, 96 proof, 95 proof. It's in that 90 range. I don't think it's 90, but I think it's a little bit higher than 90. Yeah. What is that? Okay, let's go to the third one. Oh, this smells fantastic. This might be my favorite so far. And a foul? A foul? 1 point game? Why am I behind? What is happening, Google? $122. Now it says 122 to 124. Come on. Oh, screw this. I'm putting up the... Where's my YouTube TV? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm locked in this game here. What do we got? 124, 121 with 12.4 seconds left. That's what I see. It says live. Oh, no, it is a 1 point game. All right, they just fouled. They just fouled the Knicks. 7.3 seconds left. Oh, Jesus. I can't. Okay. Oh, this is funky. I wonder if this is a rye. That's definitely a rye. C is a rye. C is a rye, and I think it's like right at like that 100. I think it's like right at like 110, 112 proof. You better hit these three throws, man. Yeah, that's a rye. For sure. It has like that herbal quality to it. It's a sweet rye though. It's good. Big Vic, I'm gonna send you a glitter bomb so fast. All right, last one here. Big Vic, do you have any questions for me on this? Like, what do you want me to do with this blind? Oh my God, Halliburton. No, no, no. What? How did that go in? How did that go in? Are you serious? What? Wait, if that's a three-pointer, they win. Was his toe on the line? Oh my God. This can't happen. No. His toe is on the line. That's a 2. It's got to be tied. Toe is on the line. It's OT, baby. We're going OT. We're going OT. Holy shit. Dude, I am bad luck. I'm bad luck. Holy shit. That's crazy. That bounce was insane. All right. Fucking Halliburton. The luckiest man on earth. That last one is weird. I love that you guys are watching it with me. I am bad luck. I'm telling you guys. Anybody I root for, it just goes to shit at some point. Where's Big Vic at? Jason is mush from a Bronx Dale. So Rob S, real quick story. I was at that game. The playoff game when the Knicks versus the Pacers, and Reggie Miller hit those two 3-pointers in like 5 minutes. I was at that game. I have never heard Madison Square Garden so quiet in my life. It was the craziest thing that I had ever experienced. It was crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be overtime, baby. I actually think letter D is my favorite here. It's always about the D. Man, that has a real buttery, just delicious sweetness to it. I think that's about 120-ish proof. Maybe 121, 22. All right, Big Vic, what do you want me to do with this? Do you want me to guess what they are? Like distillery? What do you want me to do with this, Vic? Where is Vic? Tell me in the chat, Vic. What do you want me to do with this? I'll take one more sip through here. What's up, Whiskey Saint? Man, letter A is the sweetest one. God, A reminds me of Buffalo Trace. It's so sweet. Let's go to B. Guess the mash bills. Diego G. B is the lightest one, I think. Yeah, B is really light. I can't believe they're in overtime right now. The Knicks freaking lose this game. It's going to set the tone for the entire series. It's not good. Chase Simmons, B525. I will say that it's a buy. It's definitely a step up from the last like 4 releases. Of course, Knicks lead off with a miss. There you go. Let's go to C here. Oh, you texted me? Okay, let's see here. Big Vic. Age-proof bottle finished. Okay. Oh my God, seriously? All right. Age. I think the age on letter A, I'm going to go 9 years, maybe 8 or 9 years. I'll say 9 years. 9 years. 127 proof, I'm going to say. Or 126. I'll say 125. 125 proof. Bottle. Do I know what the bottle is? I have no clue, dude. Could be anything. I'll say it's an NGP, and I don't think it's finished. I don't think it's finished. Non-finished. Number 2. Oh God. Number 2 is light. I'm thinking this is 90 95 proof. Maybe 96. I'm gonna go 96 proof. 96 proof. Come on, Knicks. Yes. Okay. Age on this one. I'm not getting a lot of oak here. I'll say 7 years. 7 years. 96 proof. What just happened? No 3-pointer. Fuck. Bottle on this one. I don't know, dude. That's a low proof, man. It's sweet. It's I don't know, 1792. Maybe I'll guess because I got that little strawberry note. Let's go to this one. This is a rye. That's definitely a rye, and it's an herbal rye. God, I can't even handle this shit. Did they just foul him? No. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so into this game. So for a rye whiskey at this proof, what would this be? I'm thinking the proof here is like in the 100. Rye. Maybe Sagamore. I don't think Sagamore is this herbal, though. I'm going to say it's a Peerless Rye. Peerless Rye. 8 years. 110-ish proof. And lastly, the D might be my favorite. Dude, the D might be Dickel. Is the D Dickel? No, I don't think Dickel's this high a proof. I don't think it's Dickel. Is that a foul? That's a foul, baby. Get to the line. Is it finished? I think this one is finished. I think D is finished. I think it's 120-ish proof. Bottle, though, I have no clue what this could be. I'm going to go with... Man, what has this type of I don't know. Maybe it's a Nulu finished whiskey. I have no clue. When it's finished, it's hard to tell. There's so many different finishes out there. All right. I have all my answers written down. Big Vic, text me the answers. Let's see how I did. Let's go. It's 131, 130. Oh, my God. Knicks. Don't. No! He missed it. Who's that ball? Who's that on? Is that Indiana ball? Oh my God. I can't with these games. I can't with these games. I did not get all Amburon at all. Yeah, this is a little bit of a Matt Madness primer, I think. This definitely helps. Haven't done this in a while. All right, Big Vic texted. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Letter A. Oh shit. Are the Pacers up right now? The Pacers are up by 1. This is not good. This is not good. Come on, Knicks. Do not lose this game. Come on, Brunson. They're going to double team him. Oh, you fouled him, you dumbass. That's right, Halliburton. Go sit. Where you walking? Where you walking, shithead? Okay. Let me see where I go here. All right, so Big Vic says letter A. I said it was 9 years old. I said it was 125 proof, 127 proof. It's actually 135 proof, but it's 10 years old. I said 9 year. It's a K and L pick. Horse Soldier. So Horse Soldier, I believe, is Middle West. Is that correct? Is that a Middle West pick? All right, so pretty good on that. Letter B. I said it was letter B. I said it was about 96 proof. It's actually 100 proof, and it's a Four Roses shelfer. Wow. I said 7 years. That's what the Four Roses are. Not bad. Okay. Did not get Four Roses from that. That does not drink like Four Roses. All right, letter C. I said 110 proof. I said it's a rye. I thought it was Peerless. This is a River Roots pick, rye, 108.5. I said 110. 13 years old. I wrote 11 years old. There you go. Not bad. Okay. And the last pick was the Pinhook M&J, 123.3. I wrote 122 proof. I said it was finished. It's not finished. It's 9 years old. I wrote 8 years old. Holy shit. Dude, that Pinhook is so good. It's so good. All right. So I didn't do too bad here. There's definitely work to be done. I'm not doing a lot of training for the Map Madness thing. I'm just going in and having some fun. So I guess we'll see what happens as we go. Where are we at here with the Knicks game? The Pacers are up by 1 with 26.7 left. All right, guys. The Pinhook is ridiculous. Buckeye for Pacers. What, MG? No. You can't do that. Classic Bourbon Tube, says Bourbon Coach. Those are the games I become. I don't care who wins. Oh my God. All right, guys. So I'm going to sign off here and watch the rest of the game and have a coronary. So, guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Had a ton of fun. Went through some really cool bottles tonight. I will drop the review for the ECBP tomorrow. Full review once it gets a little airtime. Go watch the rest of the game. Guys, love you guys for hanging out tonight. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. Big Vic, thanks for the blind tasting. It was a lot of fun. He has one more that he sent me. We'll do next week. And we will see you. We'll see you then. Same time, same channel. Cheers, guys. Make sure you subscribe and like the video before you take off. Cheers, guys.